Sound system. So that's one of the really awesome things in this van, the bed transformation. This is where it becomes really modular. One of my favorite places to hang out is actually on top of my van. Hey there, this is Drew. Wanted to show you my van here and give you a tour. Welcome to the inside of my van. Right here we have obviously the kitchen. First thing you see is this table here. It's a lagoon table, which is great because it swivels around. Pretty easily and simply, we can swivel that into the front dinette area. And then here we have the fridge. So it's a 55-liter Dometic fridge. Works really well, chest style, keeps everything cool and plenty of food for days. And then we have a flip-up table for induction stove, single burner, propane, something like that. Just kind of extra space for you. Below that, we have a nice storage cabinet here. Pots, pans, plates, all that kind of stuff. And then kind of moving through the kitchen here, we have more storage, induction stove here, cutting boards, kitchen supplies. And then the sink here is a 15-inch by 17-inch by 9-inch depth sink, really nice. Different spray types, cutting board as well with that, which makes for a nice kind of cohesive feel. And then up here, we have upper cabinet storage. Again, plenty of room for all your stuff when you're out on the road, traveling around, whether it's a weekend or a year. You have enough room for all your stuff. Well, we've seen the kitchen. Now it's time to touch on a little bit more of the back portion and some of the storage that comes along with it. So right here, we have these awesome sliding boxes, which makes for a great step into bed. Top and bottom are universal, so you could swap them around. You could have them face backwards. You can completely remove them if you want as well. So what's great about these, each side fits a full carry-on luggage, like fully packed, which is, quite a lot of room when you kind of break it down. And then over here, we have more storage. This is where I typically keep backpacks and stuff like that. Right here, this is the water tank. So it's 20 gallons of fresh water, easy to fill, large port. So if you wanted to bring jerry cans or more water, you could just dump it in right there and be on your way. And then speaking of dimmers, all of our lights are on dimmers. Really easy to kind of, change the mood around, shift the lighting, which just makes it for a comfortable stay. So welcome to the bedroom. Right here, this is kind of the main feature. We think a comfortable sleep is really important. We have 6'3" standing and 6'3" sleeping room. So if you can stand, you can sleep comfortably. It's the width of a queen and almost the length of a queen, slightly modified from that. But there's no exterior modifications on this van, so it's really clean down the sides. There's no bump outs. And still have plenty of room. And that's one of the advantages to a ProMaster. They're just wider. So, and then kind of you can see here, we have nice reading lights, and then they're also dimmable too, which is pretty awesome. So, and then kind of looking over here, this is the Webasto heater. So it runs off the gas tank, really efficient and just keeps it really comfortable in here. And then right here, we have a cup holder. There's also then outlets right below it. That's the case on both sides, also in the back as well. And then kind of moving down, we have the different switches. This is actually for the outdoor lights, porch lights we call them, that surround the outside and kind of give like a nice aura of light out there. And then kind of looking over here, we have the inverter switch. So this turns on your 110 power, which is located in the back here, 2 outlets and 2 outlets in the front, which works pretty well. And then this is kind of the hub for your electrical system. So right now, 90.6% state of charge. We're pulling 30 watts. So you can kind of look at all the ins and the outs. How's your solar doing? Or, how much power are you drawing? How much time do you have remaining on the electrical system? All that kind of stuff you can see right there. Or you can connect to it with your phone and see it live right there as well. Sound system. So that's one of the really awesome things in this van. It's Pioneer, Alpine, Force Fosgate, like really good equipment. You can hear it. This van's really fun to have, whether you're at a van meetup or just at a concert, wherever you are, you can really blast the music. And that all runs off the, auxiliary battery system. So, you could be blasting music, hanging out for days. I traveled in a Subaru Forester for a while, did a cross-country road trip, and then thought if I'm ever going to do this again, I need to build a full-size van. And then traveled for 4.5 months through the United States and Canada. Had the time of my life. It was an amazing trip, amazing experience. And then landed in California, originally from Pennsylvania, and found this company, Glampervan, asked if they were hiring. They said, yeah, come on by. So basically drove over my resume and poked their head in. They're like, yeah, you get it. And that was four or 5 years ago, something like that. And then just last year, been about a year now, I had the option to acquire the company. So I'm the proud owner and president of Glampervan. All right, so moving on to kind of the bed transformation. This is where it becomes really modular. You own a van, you might as well be able to use it for like other van stuff rather than just, you know, sleeping and it's your RV. So how that works, this is the Murphy bed here. So this is gonna actually flip up and I'll just kind of show you how that breaks down. First, probably grab some pillows out of the way and then we can taco the mattress like so. And then this portion kind of can fold up right there. And then this is where this folds up. Clips right there. And then you can tighten that up. Kind of pretty this up a little bit. And then what's cool, like I said, with these boxes, they can kind of just move out of your way. This actually works now as a good bench seat over on this side. And as I push this back, I can get back to the rear portion, and that part can be picked up too. So that's nice. We then have like a nice step over here, and we can host people, bench seat, help people move. You know, if you have extra passengers, you kind of want just floating in the back. This is a good, you know, transformation for that. All right, so welcome to the back of the van. Just to kind of show a little bit about the storage back here. This is with the boxes in their, you know, kind of flush and forward position, and the bottom one being a step into bed. So you can see tons of room here for bikes even, suitcases, all the gear that you want to bring, climbing gear. This is where the subwoofer lives. And then in our new model vans, we actually moved the battery system over to here, which doesn't take away any of the storage, and this becomes storage all the way through. Yeah, we have 330 watts of solar. It's a Panasonic commercial panel, so holds up really well and produces a lot of power. Also just fits perfectly in the roof deck. On this particular model, we have the fire extinguisher and emergency shutoff breaker right there, just in case there's an emergency. Right over here, we have the shower hookup. So this is for the outdoor shower. It's heated as well. You have mixing valves right there. You can kind of just mix to your liking. And typically people will just hang a curtain off the back of the doors, and it becomes like a nice private shower out here. And then one cool thing too is these window covers. They're nice and insulated, double-sided, and they kind of just sit in there magnetically, help a lot with heat and cooling. Keep it really comfortable, and also they're blackout as well. We got the speakers back on the back doors, really great and directional. You can kind of move the doors around. And then this is one of the bug screens and privacy shades. So this comes all the way down like so. Really nice, keeps the bugs out. You can zip this down like so. And then the cool feature about this is you can either keep it totally exposed at bed level, or if I can find the zippers, this is also a screen as well. So if you wanted to, it's a lot easier from the inside, but if you wanted to, you can actually open that up and have that screened in at bed level, which is really nice. So if you wanted to, you could sleep, you know, with the doors open at night, Velcro across the bottom, keep the critters out, and zips down to keep the bugs out as well. So kind of what led to me being full-time on the road, because I've been full-time in this for close to a year, was more out of necessity. After acquiring the company, I just, you know, working really long hours, especially in the Bay Area, why pay for a place that I'm never at? So I kind of opted out of my nice like one-bedroom apartment and opted into this, just kind of more so out of necessity. And it's been a really easy transition. You know, I don't need much, and this has got all the things I need. You know, it's got a fridge, it's got the sink, it's got the shower, hot water, comfortable bed, heat. So kind of just, it's really easy to kind of just look at what you have and minimize that. And there's something really satisfying about that, kind of getting rid of that extra stuff. So I'm just as happy as I was, and I'm able to focus on the business more too, which is nice. And also it's just been a joy of a ride, having this thing to rock around with. One of my favorite places to hang out is actually on top of my van. So this is the roof deck area. You can see right here, this is one of the max air fans that we have. It could be remote controlled, operated. Air in, air out, fan speed, all that kind of stuff. And then tons of roof deck area. I like to set up a chair, hang up here with friends, set up a table, you know, go to the beach, have a snack. It's the place to be for me. Over here as well, we have the awning, which then folds out. And then on this side, we have strapped down just one of those kind of carpet mats for the beach. But you could lock down kind of whatever, put racks up here for skis, lock boxes, anything like that, all kind of works. Yeah, I would say, I mean, the biggest thing that, you know, I can give as words of wisdom is, you know, live within your means of getting into this. And if it's something that you're really interested in, you know, try it out. Get a slightly bigger car, you know, sell the Civic that you have or something like that, and just get a little bit bigger and go travel in it and see if that's something that you really do enjoy. And then just get more invested, get more knowledgeable. You know, there's so much information these days. You could look up all the building practices. How do I cut a window, you know, into a van? Which, you know, if that wasn't available, it'd be very, very scary to do. It's still very scary to do, but you know, there's a lot of information out there. So do your homework, and then just, you know, kind of get into what you can. It doesn't need to be all these bells and whistles. You know, that's an evolutionary, like, you know, thing, and you know, if you want to get there, I'm sure you will. But it doesn't need to start there. So you know, if you want to travel, just do it, and you'll find a way to do it. Yeah, I'd like to thank everybody watching this video. Hopefully they can have some sort of takeaway from this, whether it's inspiration to do it yourself or a little bit of knowledge of, you know, oh, I like that idea, let me incorporate that. You know, it's a very giving world. So I'd like to thank the audience and Tiny Home Tours for taking the time to come out here, capture what we have going on, share a little bit of my passion, and yeah, just kind of explore the world together. You can follow me. My personal Instagram is voyage.van. That's on Instagram. And then our company page is glampervan.us. Also www.glampervan.us for our website. Tons of information there. You can see more about these vans, the price breakdowns, all that kind of stuff, and, you know, the ways to get in touch with us. So yeah, it's been a pleasure, and I'll see you on the next one.